كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس تأمرون بالمعروف وتنهون عن المنكر وتؤمنون بالله.
السلام عليكم.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
I have one question, brother.
Name, state first. Can you let us your name and state, please, if you feel like it, if you want to, inshallah.
Okay, no problem. My name is Noria. I'm calling from New Jersey.
Okay.
And I have one question about riba, of course. And we would like to buy a house. And everyone is telling me that it's halal because it's a house. We're going to live in it. And, like by my gut, I'm not feeling that that's going to be halal. So...
Shall I tell you, my sister, that your guts is really what the Prophet ﷺ described it to be in Hadith al-Nawas ibn Sam'an al-Kulabi والحديث في سنن الإمام النسائي, when he given that parable about the path of submission. And in that hadith he mentioned that there is basically a door that leads to a path, and this is the path of Islam. And on the sides of this path, I mean by path, a road, there are doors, and these doors are covered by curtains. Covered by curtains. And as you're trying to walk on the straight path, the path which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wanted you to follow, it happens that these doors are the things which are unlawful for you to enter or to do. So every time that you want to remove the curtain and enter the door, a caller will call upon you, will say, don't, this is wrong, don't do it. The Prophet ﷺ, Sister Nuria, said that this caller is wa'idullahi fi qalbi al-mu'min, the word that you used, which is guts, your guts. Wa'idullahi fi qalbi al-mu'min, the preacher in the heart of each believer. Allah placed a preacher that tells you that this is haram. In another hadith, my sister Nuria, the Prophet ﷺ said, Al-ithmu ma haka alayhi as-sadru wa khashita an yattali'a alayhi an-nas. A sin or evil is something that your chests feel funny about it. You know inside you is wrong. You know inside you is wrong. The Prophet ﷺ, al-hadith هذا في صحيح Muslim, in another wording of this hadith, وَإِنْ أَفْتَوْكَ وَإِنْ أَفْتَوْكَ وَإِنْ أَفْتَوْكَ, even if they give you fatwa, even if they give you fatwa, fatwa means religious ruling, even if they give you fatwa, it is still haram. My dear sister, whoever tells you it is lawful to buy a loan, to buy a house using mortgage is wrong. This is riba. The Prophet ﷺ, in a clear hadith, authentic, لَعَنَ اللَّهُ الرِّبَى, Allah curses usury, وَآكِلَهُ, and the one who receives it, وَمُوكِلَهُ, and the one who pays it. In this case, the person who pays riba is cursed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. My dear sister, the last thing that you want to do is to live in a house in which, or because of which, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His Messenger declare war on you. قال تعالى, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وذروا ما بقي من الربا إن كنتم مؤمنين. O ye believe, have taqwa in Allah and leave riba if you are believers. فَإِن لَمْ تَفْعَلُوا, if you do not do, فَأْذَنُوا بِحَرْبٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ, then rest assured that Allah and His Messenger declare war on you. My sister in Islam, my brothers in Islam, wallahi, I love you for the sake of Allah. I'd rather rent and dream of that house in Jannah beneath which rivers will flow, the house in paradise. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam in hadith Samar ibn Jundub radiyallahu anhu, wal hadith fi sahih al-Imam al-Bukhari, that a Muslim who deals in riba, in usury, will swim in a sea of blood, in a river of blood. This is his punishment in the graveyard. And every time he tries to leave that river, guess what? Somebody will throw a rock at him. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fi Surah Al-Baqarah, الذين يأكلون الربا لا يقومون إلا كما يقوم الذي يتخبطه الشيطان من المس. Those who accept riba, those who use riba, those who deal in riba, those who devour riba, they will rise from their graveyard in the day of resurrection like somebody who's being possessed by shaitan, by an evil. فَاتَّقِ اللَّهِ, whosoever told you this, I call upon him, I call upon her. اتق الله, fear Allah. When you give a fatwa, when you give a religious ruling, you are in trouble if you do not have knowledge of what you're saying. I advise you, my sister, not to do it. جزاك الله خيرا, Sister Nouriya.
جزاك الله خير.
وإياك. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس تأمرون بالمعروف وتنهون